Welcome to a new update on my latest project, which is the LocoRemote that you can see here. And yesterday was a big day because I have received my shipment from PCBWay, and that's the new board for this LocoRemote controller. And actually I have a few of them here. And so I built my first board that you can see here, and it is working. So I just assembled the first one and it was working. Nothing was broken, so I'm quite happy with that. And so again, thanks a lot for PCBWay for sponsoring this PCB as well. And besides doing the whole assembling the board, I've also made some effort to publish these. So if you need any of these PCBs, if you want to try this out, then I can show you the project page. So I have already created the project page where you can order the PCB from here, from PCBWay. And I have also uploaded the first version of the code to the GitHub repository and also started the documentation, which is fairly simple at the moment, but it has the the basics, and it also has the parts list. So if you want to spend time on this project in the future, you can order some of these parts ahead. I mean, if you are ordering from China, it's probably going to take some time for them to arrive anyway. Because I've done a previous video on how this works, to be honest, I haven't really worked on the code since then. So the functionality is pretty much the same. So obviously, you can drive the train. So the wheel turns, and you can also, sound the whistle, activate the lights, the sounds, and you also have the lights. So I have a couple of LEDs here that I hooked up for each of the outputs. So everything is working. I haven't hooked up the inputs, but that one is working as well. So it's all fine at the moment. And actually on my page, let me go back to that view, I do have a section in the GitHub where it says, version history, upcoming features, and known issues. So I know what I definitely want to add before. Well, maybe I should have named it as, 0.9 or something like that. So, but I still have to work on the access point feature because at the moment it just connects to my local Wi-Fi all the time. And actually, I also want to implement multi-language support because I'm pretty sure that some of my friends are going to be interested and they are not interested in an English version. So I will try to do a Hungarian version where, I tried to do a multi-language version where at build time you can decide which version you want to compile, because I think, you either want English or Hungarian or any other language for that matter. So I don't see a point of adding a language option here. So I might just have like different versions for different languages. But I would try to do it in a way that it requires the least amount of change from the base code. So hopefully I can do something smart. But again, I don't want to talk about the code as well because I've already done a long video on that. I also want to create a new playlist because I'm guessing there is going to be a lot of videos on this going forward, and it will be just easier to access them from a playlist. So because this is all about PCB, I just want to show the PCB again. So the usual double-sided jobby, and on the one side we have the ESP and the driver boards and the connections, and on the other side we have the MOSFETs, some of the passives, the buck converter, and that's it. So, and actually this is my demo board where I have just used pin headers, so it's quite bulky, but I have also created one which I think more resembles how it should look like. So I've soldered all the components and the boards directly on the main PCB. So actually, let me just check the focus. Okay, so as you can see, I'm still using the same development boards, but instead of having a separate header, they are just soldered on. So it is much more compact, and to be honest, I don't think it's so big. I don't have a ruler here, so I don't have the exact dimensions. I think this board, actually let me use my caliper, which needs better replacement. So this is 81, that's millimeters, by 42, and the width is, sorry, that's 23 roughly, a little bit more, maybe 25. So that's the dimension. And I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have any issues fitting this in a LGB locomotive. Probably if you have something, a really small one, you know, you may be struggling. But yeah, other than that, I think it's going to work. And it's a little bit of a mishmash of things, because obviously I didn't want to redesign like the ESP board and the driver board, because it makes it really easy to assemble the whole thing. So, but for the same reason, you know, you have these type of connectors here that I used, but on the sound card or the amplifier board, there is a different type of connector, different pitch and different color. And then the motor driver board, again, it's a different type of connector, but I mean, that's it. So you have these on this side, and on the other side, I have the MOSFETs and the resistors, and that's the regulator that I use to convert the battery voltage down to 5 volts for the microcontroller. And that's pretty much it. And all I have done is I have used these plastic spacers here and plastic spacers here, and then one there, just to keep these hanging boards, just give them some support. So if you're using a screwdriver, you're not going to bend on the pins. But to be honest, assembling this, it was probably not more than 20 minutes. And I don't have a reflow station or a hot air gun, so I was just using my regular soldering iron to solder these MOSFETs on. Well, it's definitely not a nice job. Maybe this is going to be the first project where I should maybe think about investing a hot air gun. I have no experience in SMD soldering. I have no idea what I should be buying. I have a TS100 soldering iron. Maybe I should be checking out the guys who make the TS100. Maybe they have a sort of like an entry-level hot air gun, so I can solder these components a little bit nice. But these are the only surface mount components. Even the resistors are regular through-hole resistors. And so I got the MOSFETs first because they need, well, I don't want the resistors to be in a place. Then I put the resistors on, and I think I soldered these two boards on with just, you know, standard pin headers, and then the ESP, and then finally, oh no, then after that, no, actually this buck regulator needs to go on first because they have the pins underneath the ESP, and then finally I did the ESP and these green screw terminals. So that's pretty much it. So by the way, you can find the schematics on the GitHub as well. And yeah, so I think the next thing I'm going to do is I have a Märklin locomotive, which is like the old AC controller or the old AC board, and I think I'm going to convert that to radio control. So that's going to be the first locomotive that's going to receive this Wi-Fi board, probably this one that I have in my hand. So that's going to be my test locomotive, and hopefully I can get some experience on, you know, how well it works. If the MOSFETs get hot, they shouldn't, but yeah, who knows. And I just realized that I wanted the ESP to face this way, so I have access to the USB port for flashing. But then I thought maybe the antenna is too close to some of these other electronics, which could cause interference. I don't know. I mean, this one is working fine. I have no issues, but I haven't really tested them in range. I mean, my phone is here, but I don't think it has. I mean, it connects to my Wi-Fi without any issues, so I think it should be fine. But anyway, I need to do some more testing. But yeah, everything is available online. So if you are interested, just head over to either my GitHub or, oops, I don't need this anymore. So over to GitHub and the PCBWay page, and just, yeah, you can download it and order it and build your own. It doesn't have a lot of information on how you can build your own version in Arduino IDE, what libraries are needed. But I should be adding that information as it comes. And of course, if you have some questions, you can just comment in the video, or you can create an issue on GitHub, or you can just email me. So I think I will be slowly progressing with this one, because the summer garden railway season is coming, and hopefully I can play around with some battery operated locos as well. But I think that will be all for today. Thanks for watching, and hopefully see you in the next video.